Section 2.4. In this section, you will be given a question like this. Compare bars A, B, and C, and then circle true or false for each of the three statements. And these are the three statements. A and B are at the same pitch, true or false. B is one octave lower than C, true or false. And C is one octave lower than A, true or false. In order to do this question, first we need to recall how to read the different clefs correctly, and we also have to know which particular octave that a given note is in. If you want to do this type of question consistently, I would suggest that we start by figuring out where the middle Cs are in relation to each of the options. Let's say we have the middle C on the keyboard here. And if we looked at option A, the middle C will be here. Now what about the middle C in option B, which is an alto clef? Well, it will be in the middle of the staff. Lastly, the middle C in option C, the tenor clef, will be here. Now that we have got all the middle Cs in their respective places, we can easily see where the music is in terms of their octave. For example, in question A, the entire music is basically above the middle C. And in option B, it's also the same, it's just above the middle C. Whereas in option C, the music is below the middle C. Also, here's a quick tip specific to the exam. In the exam, the music across these three options are almost always going to be the same. In other words, they are only different by their octave. This also means that we don't have to ensure that all the notes across the three octaves are the same, because what this question really wants you to do is to identify if they are at the same or different octaves. And naturally, what we can do, if we want to be efficient with time, we can simply focus on any one note really, and compare if they are at the same pitch or at a different octave. So for example, in option A, we have this F note, which is 4 steps above the middle C. And if we looked at option B, we also have an F note that is 4 steps above the middle C. And in option C, if we do the same, that is going up 4 steps, we no longer have the F, because this time the F is below the middle C. So from C down to B, A, G, F, and that is 5 steps below it. And that's exactly 1 octave below the F in options A and B. Now that we have figured everything out, we can answer the question. For question A and B are indeed at the same pitch, so the answer is true. Question B is 1 octave lower than C. That is a wrong answer, because that needs to be the other way round. It's C 1 octave lower than B. And the last question, C is 1 octave lower than A. And that's exactly what we have found out just now. So the answer is true. So this is it. This is a relatively straightforward question as long as you are consistent with your method. Remember always to figure out where the middle Cs are in relation to the different options, and then compare whichever note that you find convenient against the middle C in order to find out if the pitches are at the same pitch or at different octaves. If you're looking for some more practice, I'll highly recommend that you visit this interactive site where I've put together a lot of practice tests and mock papers with instant feedback. In the drill mode, you'll have access to all the questions section by section, so that you can focus on specific question types and practice them until you feel confident. There are virtually unlimited questions. In the exam mode, you have access to full papers in the exact format of the exam, with randomized questions each time. You have 2 hours to finish the complete paper, at the end of which you'll be given your score and feedback.